It's been some time, but finally back in the studio.
Yes.
Miss Harolyn Benjamin for Motivational Monday here on the first day of the work week. So, Miss Benjamin, thank you so much for coming by.
I'm excited to be back.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing much better. I'm doing much better.
All right, so kind of tell the folks at home, it's been a little while, just what your last 7-8 weeks have been like.
Oh my gosh.
It's been crazy.
It seems like a year. It really does. It started off with what we thought, well, it was a stomach ulcer. And I decided, because there was so much pain at the back of my back, that I was going to do all these weird moves to relieve all of this gas that had trapped up. And yeah, no, that wasn't the best thing to do. So I ended up having 8 compression fractures throughout my spine and my thorax, and then some unfamiliar fractures. This was a testing season. You know, it's great to motivate people and it's great to have all these wonderful things to say. It's a whole nother thing when you're in the midst of it. And so being in a room, sleeping in a lazy boy recliner for months was challenging. And so I always say you make sure you have great people that when you're going through a battle, they can encourage you.
Exactly.
And so it was challenging, but nonetheless, I've made it through. I think I'm on the uphill and trying to be very careful. And it's interesting when your doctor looks at your X-rays and they say there's nothing that we can do.
Yeah.
Your body just has to do it.
You've been one that's been trying to find the joy in everything.
Absolutely.
How tough was it to kind of take your own advice in those moments where it seems like, 2 steps forward, 4 steps back?
Absolutely. And it was funny because I had made some videos during the time that I was in the hospital with my myasthenia. And I was able to look at those videos. I thought those videos were to encourage someone else. But they encouraged me, so I encouraged myself. And it was tough. It was tough putting one foot in front of the other when your feet didn't want to work and you couldn't walk and couldn't go to the bathroom by yourself. And so it's hard to find the joy in the midst of that, but I did. And I have a phenomenal husband and children and a team that just, said, hey, you got this. And you were so very kind and saying, hey, work on you. It's okay. It'll be okay. And so it's hard when you're in the midst of it. But it's kind of like that song. I think we talked about it, putting one foot in front of the other and walking out the door. Yes,
ma'am. And so it's been, you said it was testing season when in fact it's holiday season instead.
Yes.
So kind of just battling with all this amidst Thanksgiving. Now you're on to Christmas. How are you trying to flip this script to be like, this is my time to be with family, to be with friends, have a good, fun holiday season?
Absolutely, and I'm looking forward to it. My anniversary is New Year's Eve. It'll be 35 years, and so we're looking for somewhere for us, the puppers, to go. And so I want people to know that even in this, holiday season where we've had so much chaos and so much loss of life and all of those things, that joy is still possible. Sometimes you have to run her down and tackle her to the ground, but it is possible. And so being with family and friends, don't isolate yourself. That's the worst thing that you can do. But know that this too shall pass.